Hello everybody and warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here and I hope you're all doing fine, even if we live in quite crazy times for the moment. Today's video will be an update video for India and the surrounding countries of Pakistan, Nepal and Bangladesh. And to do this video, I'm going to use my crystal ball, tarot cards, oracle cards and some dice. But before we begin, I must thank you all, you wonderful viewers, for all of your support to this channel. Without your help, without your sharing, carrying your wonderful mails, it will be quite difficult to continue. And I'm sorry if I cannot answer to all of your mails. There are many. Try to do my best. But I read them and I read all of your comments. So I'm very grateful. Well, what about this reading for today? In front of me, I have a map of India, Pakistan, Nepal and Bangladesh. And the map I have, in case I should see some big events in a specific place, those countries, then it's easier for me to pinpoint out where that could be. And I'm sorry in advance if I don't pronounce the names correctly in different countries. I don't speak the languages they speak there, so I'm sorry, but maybe you will still understand what place I'm talking about. Well, before I start the reading, I need to concentrate for a few moments on India, Pakistan, Nepal and Bangladesh. And after that, when I've looked into the crystal ball, I'm going to take some cards on those countries to see if the cards have some additional information. But let's start the reading now, and I will just need a few moments to concentrate, and soon we'll begin. For India, Pakistan, Nepal and Bangladesh. Okay, glasses on, and let's see if we can find something. Time is very difficult to predict on. The vision I got here is that this whole region, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, they will join together in the future and become one country. There will be no wars between them or no religious disputes of any kind. They will be unified as they were once in the past. And in the future, they will join again under one flag. The future, well, it's difficult to predict. Could be a couple of years. I cannot say. But it doesn't feel like it's very far away in the future. Around Mumbai and the bay that goes up to Vadodara and Surat. In that area, I see many strange, unexplainable, mystic happenings. could be almost like dead people walking, or unexplicable supernatural things happening there. And this certainly will be recorded. Could be some kind of levitation, but also in this area, from under the earth, I see some strange creatures appearing. Almost look like monsters. They are trying to escape something from beneath, and those who did escape, some of them will be seen in that area. In some mountain area in Pakistan, with a lot of high mountains, and the roads goes like this up the mountains, I see some kind of landslide, and some of those roads will be blocked with mud and rocks and things like that. And this seems that it will happen during this autumn winter time. Unfortunately, many of those roads are very trafficked, even if they are very dangerous, and there could come some people could lose their lives in this. Yeah. And I also see the Pakistani military being sent in those mountain areas to help to clean out those roads from rubble, so the traffic can start again. In the capital of no, the capital is not there. In the Hyderabad, Karachi, Larkana, somewhere around there, some big terrorist attack will be prevented. It's like those people are paid off by some other big organization or three-letter organization that doesn't belong in that area, comes from another big country, just to start some kind of turmoil in Pakistan. And those people will be caught before they can do any big damage. And the connection to who and why they were paid to do this will be revealed, and certainly it will be out in the news. Yeah. Their connection to some other big organization, not from this area, more to the west. On the border to Nepal, near Lucknow, a little bit up there, and the northern India border to Nepal, a big trafficking ring will be taken down. A lot of young ones will be saved and returned home to their parents. Many of the parents were told that their children were offered like education or some kind of work in wealthy families, but it's not there where they were heading. They were heading to very horrible destiny. Over India, there will be shown almost all over India, and different places from south to north, a lot of UFO sightings. And UFOs, some of them will look like the ancient flying crafts of India. The one that look a little bit like small pyramids. And ancient history from all this region will come up on the table again. Well, people will not think it so much like myths, but really it could have something to do with visits from other planets who put the seeds of Indian culture in that region. In India, it looks like it could be the coming year very big reforms regarding sanitation and the cleanness of water. A lot of scientists who are not paid by the deep state or by strange corporations. No, there are scientists that really, really work for the people. They will come up with very effective ways to clean the water and clean the earth from pollution. And that will, in the future, make it like a big revolution in the whole area who's densely populated and help the people to get clean water and possibility to hygiene, toilets and things like that. It will be quite revolutionary. It looks like also that following year, next year, new reforms regarding poor people in that area. And it's not like handing out money, it's more helping them to be able to help themselves. Those who are not able to help themselves, elderly, sick and things like that, there will be very good programs, you can call them programs, to help those people through a period of illness or when they're getting old. More and more, the whole region will cut their ties to United Kingdom. They will try to erase as much influence as possible from that era and more go back to their roots, their culture, and elevate themselves. Of course, English is spoken everywhere. I still think they will use the English language just for the sake of communication. But all the British things will not be so highly prized. Big reform in Nepal regarding women's rights. The status of women will rise in Nepal, and also the importance of women and what they contribute to the society will be more appreciated. In the whole area, in Pakistan, India, Nepal and Bangladesh, I see many new schools opening up, helping especially the poor population and the children, and even those who are a little bit older, to get good education in writing and reading and mathematics. those basic things you need to function well in a society. I see some big problems with a big TV tower, like a big antenna in India. Somewhere here in the center, but a little bit north, it's like big TV antenna will be hit by some electric lightning or something that looks like electric lightning, could be something else. And that will somehow make a lot of problems with sending information through television or even through telephones. In the coming 5 years, 6 years, could be sooner, time is very difficult to predict on. I have mentioned this before in some other video. The roots of religion will be revealed by those who are the roots of religion. And that will shock almost the entire world from the core. And a lot of religious people who really believe that their religion is the only one, or their religion is the only one. And if you don't believe in our stuff, then you are less worth because you are not believing the truth, or whatever it could be. Publicly, it will be revealed, and almost all big religions will fall. There is some inside all of us some need to worship something, but it will be different kind of worship. It will not be labeled as we are better than you, or our God is better than your God. No, the origin of religion will be revealed in a very harsh way, but still the people need to know. And then it will be easier to continue with a new world when lies are revealed or when truth is being told. During a period, there will be a lot of confusion, not only in this area, but also all around the world when this will be revealed by those who are the origin of religion. They maybe did not make a religion, but by doing things or being here in a specific era of time, people thought they were gods, so they were sent by gods, whatever it could be. And the religions are a little bit based on that. There could be some big fire in a town in northern India. I see a couple of neighborhoods, you can call them, being totally burned down. And this fire, I see it started. So it's some kind of terrorist attack, because I see very negative people, very dense, dense, evil energy around those. I will not even call them persons, and I see them getting fires in different places in that town. And it will cause a lot of panic. Unfortunately, I see rain coming, really. Fortunately, I see rain coming, and it could have been much, much worse, but it will rain, and a lot of that fire will be put out because of the rain. In Nepal, you can call it a princess or someone like royalty, young girl. She will become very famous due to her heroic actions of some kind. And she will stand for the people. And people in the future would want her to become some kind of leader of their country. Bangladesh have unfortunately been heavily exploited by foreign corporations. It looks like the country will gain their power back, and their produce or their products will not be sold to minimum prices to the big corporation that can earn a lot of money selling them further. It will be a more fair trade with other countries where the people, the workers, all kinds of areas in cultivating the earth or in fabrics, their conditions will improve dramatically, and they will be able to really live well off their salaries. In Pakistan, the military will be on high alert. There will be some threat to the country from some Western country, but I don't see Pakistan intervene with sending some weapons or, There will be a high alert. Their military will stay in their country and protect the country. In the northern parts of Pakistan, there will be some conflicts on the border, could be some shootings, but that will quite quickly be suppressed. In the southern part of India, some very strange sightings in the water. It looks like almost an island coming up from the water, or a giant whale, but there are not so big whales. And it's like floating up, it's sinking, it's coming up, so there will be some very strange sightings. Sri Lanka will also want to join this whole area. And when this area will get unified, Sri Lanka will also be on that same train of unification. There have been a lot of corruption in Sri Lanka, in India, in Nepal, Bangladesh. A lot of corrupt people who really has been stepping on the heads of the poor people, and there will be a lot of clean out. Corruption and heartlessness will not be allowed. The whole area will be like a renewal of empathy and human values and human rights. They will. The deep state is still not out yet as a last fight back, you can call it. Last revenge before they are completely taken down. They will try to send some kind of weather modification weapon, laser beam, whatever you can call it, on here on the northern part. Even if there are not so many earthquakes, but still strange earthquakes, the border to Nepal and Bangladesh, some strange storms, very strange weather. When it should be 50 degrees and rain, it will be like 10 below zero, and snow for a period of time. Some very, very strange weather. And people will fight back. Enough is enough. And I see one big foreign corporation after another closing down in those countries. They are not welcome. You are not welcome to rob us anymore. We don't want your medicines. We don't want your. We don't want to be your slave laborers anymore. And the whole region will gain its power back. Through some agreements with the leader of India, but also the leader of Pakistan, small amount of troops, voluntary troops, will be sent to the country or to help them finally resolve the conflicts that are going on in the East. There will be a lot of trade between India and China. That is normal. They are also in the BRICS. Yeah. And easier rules to trade, make it easier for people to earn decent money from their hard work. There will be in the whole region, even in Nepal, but mainly in India, Bangladesh and Pakistan, some very big project with housing. A lot of housing will be built for the poor people. And there will be, because I see encouragement for people moving out from the dense cities, crowded cities, a little bit more in the countryside. And I see houses very cheap, very affordable, with good organic material being built everywhere. Communities, villages emerging in all kinds of places. And I see happy faces, I see people that are being content. There are a lot of shrimp farms in Bangladesh. I see that will be not allowed in the future. Those areas where they are having those shrimp farms, many times they are polluted with chemicals. The natural mangrove forests are taken down, and the water is being destroyed because of those shrimp farms. People will be encouraged to do other things, or cultivate other things that are not affecting the environment so much. And they will make good living of that. Really, the West doesn't need to eat their big shrimps all the time. On the cost on the environment and the nature in some countries. One big guru in India, so who's famous all around the world with in the media, different channels, and so on. He will be exposed for a lot of horrible things, and I see him in handcuffs, and also a certain Mother T. The truth about her will also be revealed, and a lot of witnesses will come forward that have been silenced around those two persons, will talk. And that will also create shockwaves through the country, but also through the Western world. There are some very old scriptures from that region, also the Indus Valley in Pakistan and India and the whole region. Old scriptures that are kept secret from the people. Because if they have come open, the people will really make a revolution against leaders or higher classes of the society. And those scriptures will come up and they will be shown. People will change their mind on many things in the history and what they believe in. A lot of education in all the countries about taking care of nature, taking care of the environment, helping each other, being friendly, and so on. And this will begin very soon even in the kindergarten, to educate from young age how to take care of nature, how we really need the nature. Nature doesn't need us so much, but then we need the nature, and then we have to take care of it for coming generations. There will be a smaller tsunami in hitting Sri Lanka and the south of India. Could be a couple of weeks, couple of months, but I don't see it as a big devastating tsunami with making the coast in pieces, with a lot of deaths. No, it's a smaller tsunami, and the people will be warned before it hits, and people can also escape and maybe take their valuable things with them before it hits. Okay, now I'm gonna take some cards on India, Pakistan, Nepal and Bangladesh. First, I need to shuffle them a little bit. And some oracle cards. The last one that wants to come, and some dice. Here, I need to take another one. Yeah. Okay, the cards, they look like this. Yeah, let's see what we got here. In the tarot cards, we have the Devil, Nine of Cups, the Judgment, Knight of Coins, Queen of Wands. On the Queen of Wands, I have Five of Coins and the Tower. Then on the Oracle cards, I have Take Root, a Polar Bear, Solitude, In Silence Peace Prevails. In a Conflict, Morality, Conscious Choice, and Misfortune. On the dice, I have an Elephant, Sleeping, and Marvel. Yeah, for many it's difficult to believe that there could be some very big changes in that region. That the poverty will disappear, that it will be more equality, and the women's the role will get more important. But it's there where we are heading. The devil, or the evil ones, have been ruling a lot in that area for a long time. But the devil will be put on ice, will not be able, the evil force will not be able to act more. We have the judgment in the center, meaning those who are corrupt, those who make a living by others suffering, they will be taken out, so peace can return to that region. And there are a lot of suffering, especially the trade of women and young females. The whole trafficking thing that are going on, and there are a lot of trafficking with little ones, with not so little ones, with women and even men. That will be blown out. That will not be allowed. They will not be able to earn or make money on that because it will be taken out. So the trade of people will be hit by misfortune, will be hit by the tower. It will fall down. And the whole region will be shaken, but it's like you're shaking off the fleas, the parasites, the bloodsuckers. They will be taken out, so people can begin to live happy and healthy lives. When? Yeah, it's difficult. It has already begun in solitude. It's not, you cannot see it openly, but it will come that day when it will explode openly. So people will see what has been going on, and that parasite suddenly is not there, and that bloodsucker and that evil person or that corporation is not there anymore. And it will go quick when it really starts. It's like now they're preparing ground, and when it hits fast. And it will be wishes coming true for the majority of the people in that region. And the minority, well, we have the evil ones, those who live on others' suffering, the suffering of others. They will not be so happy, and they will not be allowed to be there. And we have Marvel. So there will be a lot of unexplicable, magical, marvelous things happening. And people will talk about miracles a lot. Yeah. Okay. Now let's take some last cards for India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, to see if there are any last words to be said. Some last words for this region. We have Queen of Coins, Ace of Swords, the Magician, the Sun, and Four of Wands. And I repeat again, marvelous things are waiting for this region. People will think it's a miracle, like magic. But it's like decided for this region. A new era is waiting. A new era with prosperity. We have the sun. With light. With happiness. And there will be a lot of movement. We have Four of Wands. People would like to move out from heavily populated city to more nature, to smaller communities. And I see people helping each other. A new kind of energy will be seen in that area. And women will get more power. Their words, their actions, they will become more important to the society than they have been before. Their status will rise. Yeah. And there will be a lot of revelations with a connection to the stars, to the sun, or to civilizations not from this planet. How they moved here and how they a lot of them moved from here back to other planets. That will also be revealed, and how a lot of their technology was left, or their instructions or their teachings have lived on through the millennia. Well, that was my reading for India, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Nepal. To all of you wonderful people from those regions, be strong, don't lose hope. It seems like a new era of prosperity and information is coming to your countries. And that will make you stronger, prouder, but also more humble. And it will come a period quite soon in the future when we all work together to create a better future for ourselves and the coming generations. And to all of you viewers out there, I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you have liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press the like button, subscription button, sharing button. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.